In this video I will show you how to set up Marsdev for using SGDK in Linux. So to start off with, we need to navigate to their site. As I will be using Linux Mint for this, I will be going through the Debian parts only. So it's kind of a complicated, painful experience. This is the second time I filmed this video. I installed the development system yesterday in my virtual machine, and then I overwrote some of it in the previous video, which broke the demonstration. So for this purpose I will install it again in my main Linux machine here. So start off with make sure you've got all the essential stuff here. I've already got most of this. Now if you've this is the part here which killed me last time. So it's recommended to clone this site here, as everything's obviously laid out in the right fashion to build the M68K compiler, which takes a lot of time. So I'll clone the site here as I deleted it before. Now once you've cloned that, navigate to the Marsdev location here. Now it says here about changing the install locations and everything. I ain't touching any of that because that'll just complicate things even more. Now it says there's two options for GCC. I don't know what the difference is. I'm just going to go for newlib. So paste that in there. Now this took 30 minutes on my virtual machine to actually build the M68K version of GCC. So yeah, this could take some time. So I will start this off now, and I will pause the video, and then resume once it's all installed, or rather once this part of it has been built. Okay, so that took around 15 minutes to install. If everything worked out correctly for you, then you should end with this here. So now that we've built the M68K GCC toolchain, now we need to set up our SGDK stuff. So SGDK needs an installation of Java. So let's get that installed. So SGDK has like a resource compiler that's written in Java, which is why we need that. it converts lots of different resources into formats that the Mega Drive can understand. So now that we've got our Java installed, we now need to make SGDK. So let's get that made. Right, now that is done, what we need to do is to set up now first off so we've installed our Java, we've made SGDK. I just want to check something first. Happy days. So it should have created this folder here for you, which is good. I wasn't sure whether it did that or not in this step. Right, so what we need to do is we need to set up some global variables so the makefiles in future will know where everything is installed. So these variables here, it's not properly explained, I think, where all of this sort of stuff is. So in the actual makefile here itself, when you clone it, it sets up all of these variables here to be able to build itself. So what we need to do is we also need those variables. So if you scroll down, you'll see they're here. So this here is obviously where you've installed Marsdev. So I left it as the default settings, which is this here. So now what I need to do is to copy these lines of text across to whatever file I use for all my paths. So for myself, I use a .profile. So if I edit this in the text editor here, so these are the lines of text you need to put in. As you can see, I had these already in here previously. So put them in, and then once you've put those in and saved, you will probably need to restart your machine so that they are picked up next time round. I'm hoping that as mine are already there, I can just continue with the example here. So if you are not planning on using Codeblocks, then that's pretty much it for you here. However, if you are happy using Codeblocks, then I will now show you how to set up Codeblocks to use the compiler, and we will create some, or rather we will create first I will create a development folder here, So now if you boot up Codeblocks, and then go into settings, compiler. So what we'll do first is we'll add a new compiler. So make sure you go to GNU GCC compiler as the start, copy that, and then I will name mine Mega Drive. You can name yours whatever you like. Now what we need to do is we need to change. Okay, it's not. Why is that? That's irritating. Okay, so we need to go to the toolchain settings here, and then this needs to point to where we've installed the toolchain. So okay, I didn't do this one last time, so let's see. Maybe we need to add that. Okay, yeah, it didn't do that last time. Okay, so now we've done that. Sorry about that. Now we've done that, we should be able to set up the compiler now. So we'll pick up the bin directory there. Now what we need to do is to set up the compiler. So if you navigate to the SGDK GitHub site here, and then what we're interested in here is installation and documentation. Click on that and then go to the Codeblocks setting there. And now this gives us a good clue of how to set this up. So this is kind of outdated to some degree here, but if you follow the video here and also look at this page, it will give you a good idea of what we kind of need to match up against this. So what we're looking for is anything with GCC on here at the end. So copy that to all of these as per this, and then we want LD for that one. There we go. And then for our resource compiler, this is the most recent one there, so we'll have that. Now this should be everything set up. So we've now added a Mega Drive compiler. So what we need to do now is create a template project. So go to empty project, and then navigate to the folder structure there, where we'll be putting our Mega Drive apps in. And this will just be test, and then select the Mega Drive compiler there. Now if you have a look down here, it will show you pretty much what I'm doing here. So change that to default, change that to out, and that to out. Now finish that. Now what we want to do is navigate back to where the Marsdev examples have been installed, and then you'll see there's one called the SGDK skeleton. Copy that, then navigate back to here, paste that in there, go in the skeleton folder there, and then we want everything from here. Come up, go into your test, paste that in there. Now what we want to do is we want to include this here. So we want to include the main.c file there. Okay, so we've done that. So what we need to also do now is go into our build options. So that all appears fine there. We wanted to check that the Mega Drive compiler was set there. So go in properties, click on this is a custom makefile. Okay, that. Then go back in there again. Go into build options. Go into default, go into make commands, and then again have a look what's here previously. So you see here they've ticked the makefile box there, and then under the settings here for make, we need to mirror these. So notice we need to get rid of target there, keep the file, get rid of target there, get rid of target there, add in clean, and then we get rid of the tac q there. Okay that, okay that, save that. Now go into your settings again, compiler. Now what I didn't do was add in some search directories here, so we'll add one in so we can pick up all of the correct header files here. So navigate to Marsdev again, and then go into the inc folder here, and you'll see here in here there's genesis.h and there's genesis.h, so that means we found the right location for our header files there. Click on OK, OK again. Now we need to double check that it's picking this up. Come on, pick it up. Sometimes it takes a while and you need to reparse everything. There we go. So this should now hopefully build. Okay, that's not a good sign. Let's double check this. Pretty sure we've got everything set up as described there. Yeah, it's all looking good there. Let's try changing this stuff here a minute. No, it's still not looking right there. Let's try that. No, it's not having it for some reason. Okay, let's do a quick test to make sure this is working. Okay, so this is working fine. It's just Codeblocks which is acting up for some reason here. So what you want to do then is you want to make sure you've got an emulator installed. So I'll use this one here, and then you'll get this hello world there. So I will pause the video there a moment while I play around with Codeblocks and get it working. Okay, I figured out what the problem is finally. So go into build properties and then make sure your top one looks like this, and then in the default don't match the SGDK one. Obviously as we're using Marsdev, it kind of works better, it would appear, so you can leave all of these as the default values here. And then as you can see, I've changed the code from this one here to this, but the other examples now, as long as you've got everything like this version here, so as long as your make commands look like this, then it should all build, and you should be able to test the SGDK skeleton project, and hopefully once you build it now you should well, in fact, if I clean this, so project build clean, yep, we'll clean that one. So now you'll see all I've got is went to out and source, you'll see there's nothing there. So now if I build it again, go into out, and then this is the program to run here, the rom.bin. Now if you open that with an emulator, then you'll see the hello SGDK message scrolling across here. Although more appropriately it would be hello Marsdev, but yeah, this is it for this demonstration here. So hopefully that's allowed you to set up a SGDK on Linux now. So I would advise to have a look at some of the example stuff here, but not all of it may work. So some of the example code is a bit old as well, but have a look through and see how you get on. I'll cover some more Mega Drive tutorials in the future. So that's it for this video. Hopefully it's been useful to you, and catch you next time. Oh yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any if you've had any issues. Maybe I'll be able to help you out there.